function video number 2. Sum and difference of functions, composite functions. All right, so Mr. Creswell, can you attack f plus g there?
Yeah, so we can treat functions similar to numbers. We can add them, we can subtract them, we can multiply them, or whatever. Let's take f and g of x and let's add them. So if I have f plus g of x, that means I'm going to take f of x plus g of x. Alright, and so I'm just going to plug in my functions then. F of x is x squared plus g of x. That's 2x minus 1. And then we would simplify, but I think...
No, you're going to move to the next problem. No, there aren't any like terms.
Yep.
So f minus g, I take f of x, which you said was x squared, minus g of x. And I'm going to put that in parentheses so I don't forget to distribute this minus sign all the way through. So it's going to be x squared, and then take away 2x, and then take away negative 1. That's the same as adding 1. Can we nuke that so it's not quite so scrambled?
Yeah. So now we're going to take f times g of x. So I'm just going to take f of x, which we said was x squared, and we're going to multiply that by 2x minus 1. I'm going to multiply the two functions. I'm going to distribute the x squared. X squared times 2x is going to give me 2x cubed. And then x squared minus, or times the negative 1 is going to give me minus x squared.
Cool. I mean, I've seen examples where this is perfectly fine for the answer too. Not a big deal. You left me with the tricky one. F divided by g. So f of x, so x squared, and then divided by g. So 2x minus 1. That's a good answer, but is there anything that x can't be? X can't be 1/2.
Yeah.
If x was 1/2, that would make the bottom of this fraction 0. So you're going to say x cannot equal 1/2. So you put the little semicolon in there and say, hey, x can't equal 1/2, or it's not a function.
We wouldn't want to be responsible for any black holes or anything like that. Dividing by 0. G times g, we can just take g of x times g of x. And so all that is going to be 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1. Would you have them distribute that out, or...
Yeah, this one's kind of like aluminum foil. First times first. 4x squared. Outer times outer, inner times inner, that's minus 4x. And then last times last, that's plus 1. And I'm not going to show you all the steps because we're in pre-calc. I think we can do that. Get some freshman algebra person, they'll show you how to do that. All right, composite functions. So this little O right here means you're performing an operation on the other function. So if I'm going to read this, it's going to be g of f of x. G of f of x. So that means I take f of x and I shove it into the x's in g. So take f of x and shove it into the x's. So take f of x and shove it into the x's in g. So my final answer is going to be 2. And instead of x here, I shove x squared in its place and then minus 1. It's all you're in.
Cool. F of g means we're going to take f and we're going to put in g of x. We're going to take g of x. And wherever we see an x in f, we're going to put this function 2x minus 1. So I'm going to take, I've got an x here, so I'm going to put 2x minus 1, and that whole thing is going to be squared.
That's a perfectly good answer. You can foil it out if you want to.
I'm okay with that, yeah.
But I'm really happy with that. Okay, we're going to get tricky here. F of x. Woo-hoo-hoo. F of f. So you're going to take x squared, and you're going to plug it in to another f of x. So instead of having this x here, you're going to put this x squared in its place. So it's going to be x squared, and then the whole thing is going to be squared. So what's x squared squared? Well, that's x to the 4th.
Okay, g of f of 2, there's a number of ways that we could do it. Let's just find f of 2 first. Is that okay?
That's how I would do it.
Okay.
What's f of 2?
F of 2 is 2 squared, which is 4. Okay. So g of f of 2, well, that's just going to be g of f of 2 we found out was 4, right? So isn't that just g of 4? G of 4 then is going to be 2 times 4 minus 1.
Yeah, because you put the 4 in right there.
Yep. And that's 8 minus 1 is 7.
All right. Thanks for taking our class.